Hey everyone, welcome back to Lala's Kitchen, and this is the second episode of the Adobo series. And I'm going to show you how to make Adobong Puti or white adobo. And the reason why it's called white adobo is because there's no soy sauce in it. So the salt agent is really just regular table salt. And this is actually one of my favorite adobo recipes because it's so easy. It's literally vinegar, garlic, and salt, and your meat. That's it. So I like to parboil my meat before I start making the adobo just because, yeah, look at all that gross stuff that comes out of the meat, especially when meat has been frozen like this has. I like to parboil and then give it a really good rinse before we start cooking. And now that our meat is all nice and clean, we're going to put our cane vinegar, our garlic, and our salt. Now you can also substitute the pork for chicken. This dish goes really great with chicken as well. So if you don't want pork, you can use chicken. So you don't want to cover and you don't want to mix the adobo at this point. You really just want the vinegar to simmer, let it evaporate, let it absorb into the meat, and that's what's going to give a really great adobo flavor. So browning the meat after it's been simmering really releases a lot of the vinegar and the garlicky flavor of the adobo, and not to mention it gives it a nice texture and it leaves this really nice oil at the end. And don't throw that oil away because we are going to make the most delicious fried rice ever with that oil. So that is the garlic from the adobo, and that is the oil from the fried pork that we fried off, and it's so delicious and yummy, and I think I'm salivating right now. And I'm adding a little bit more oil because it wasn't enough to coat the rice that we're going to be frying. And if you'd like to save some calories, then I suggest you skip this step because you're pretty much frying rice in a whole bunch of fat and oil. But if you don't care about calories, then go ahead and keep cooking this because this is the best rice that you will ever taste. And just fry this off for about 10 to 15 minutes until it's really well coated. Add some salt to the rice as well to really enhance the flavor of the adobo. And if you like your rice to be a little bit crispy on the bottom, keep frying it for a little bit longer. And I'm serving this family style, having the rice on the bottom of this nice big platter and then putting all the ribs on top. It's kind of similar to an Arab dish I had once. They serve the meat on top of the rice, and I thought this was a really great idea for the adobo. And then make sure you put some of that adobo sauce on top so that it goes on top of the meat and into the rice, and it's just so delicious. Oh my god. And I'm garnishing this with some cherry tomatoes and some nice crisp red onion, which is really going to cut the fat on that pork, but really add some great flavor as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next adobo video.